Yo, what is good, my anniversary? What is good, yo? Guys, I am going to use Jump Force for a little bit longer, only for the simple fact that it's hard not to go into spoiler territory with the Star Wars game, and I really don't want to be that guy. I already was spoiled by a little bit, so to think that I was going to then go and do that just for my own videos, I didn't like it at all. So we're back on that Jump Force, and it's funny because my hero came out, so we could be on Jump Force. Red Riot this week, guys. Red Riot. My God. Um, can I just say this new transformation is pretty dope? It's a pretty dope, guys. So we are seeing what the mafia was using. We're seeing that at full fledged like attacks now. Like, not only are they using it against each other in the villain organization. Oh my god, I can't even talk. The organization. Oh my god. The group of villains and everybody who's a villain were supposedly maybe using this already on each other, at least from the mafia standpoint. Let's say that they have someone that they need to take out, or if they take them out to get some money, stuff like that. Imagine them just pulling up on you with that type of power, that type of weapon that literally erases your whole entirety of being able to tap in. I guess not your whole entirety, because in this week's episode we actually do see him using somewhat of his powers, unlike the first guy who got shot on the villains team, where he literally just like couldn't use his powers in general. Like, I think he had a way to like move quicker or like turn people into marbles, or I forget what he could do, to be honest. And I think maybe in the show forgot to like explain what he does to. Like, hey, he's gonna lose his arm, so he's gotta try. But what I see in this week's episode with the whole, oh my god, I almost laid on my mic, with the whole taking away of the quirk, I kind of don't see this being that big of a prominent thing throughout the whole show, hopefully. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a great step for the show, because not only was the most dire and scariest person in the game, or in the show, like in the game of being a villain, he was capable of stealing your quirk away. So he wasn't just like, oh, I touch your head and I get your quirk and I can use it the same way you use it. No, he is literally and physically turning you into a non-quirk user by doing this. And with this gun, or like these bullets, these like needle threads, they're clearly someone's like quirk or something put into the needle, and once the needle breaks the skin, it then somehow has the effect of taking away all of your functionalities to be able to work as they should anyway. From what we can see, the guy with the octopus fingers was still capable of making a little bit of octopus come out of his finger. Like, you could see the suction pods and stuff like that. So it wasn't like he literally lost his whole entire quirk. But that is what is scary. Do we know if it does it? And the only person who kind of is a saving grace for this is the lead of the villain leader, by saying, oh, when I just noticed, you shot my teammate with this and his powers temporarily went out of whack and he couldn't use them, that's how you got him. What are these things? And like, where, how, what, when, why are these things? The villain leader is pretty much getting this information for the audience, but zero information for the actual heroes within the show. So that's a really smart part on their overall play, because now we get this information. Not only are we getting it, we're getting it from the best source possible, a person who might be the most interested in using them at any given time when needed. And geez, does this thing change the like the tables. Like imagine someone literally being a human after you shoot them with this. In this world, you know, a whole bunch of Daikuns are running after you shoot this. That's pretty much what you got here, and that's crazy to me. But how long it lasts, and also we saw that if you have heavy enough skin, it won't break your skin. So there's that too as well. Hold on 1 second. But now that, sorry about that. I was on the phone. I don't know if you heard all that or heard my order to call Junior. I apologize. You guys are amazing. I love that I can make these videos, do these pauses, and you guys just go with the punches. Uh, with everything we know about this gun and that we get from the lead of villains, we still don't know much, right? Like it's still kind of up in the air with how deadly this thing can become or how big of a problem it's going to become for the heroes. Like I said, if you harden, we see our main guy, Red Riot, hardening his skin to a point where you know, he even a box cutter like length of a blade couldn't cut his skin, so those needles never had a chance, right? So that's what we see with him jumping in the way of the guy who's already been shot and then shooting one at him, takes it to the head and it bounces off because of his skin is way too hard for a needle to get to. So it kind of goes to show you that the only people who are kind of safe in this predicament is the people like Red Riot. You know, like he would be the only one who should go to an organization of these people who are manufacturing these, you know, things by however they're getting them, and he would be the main guy on that team because he's the only one who can literally tank a bullet from it without really being in any true danger besides actually, you know, taking a big blow. Not to mention his newest form that he gains this week, he can only hold it for about 40 seconds, 50 seconds. So because of that, it's already a detriment to his fighting, a detriment to his livelihood if he is to use that, because as we see, once it's done, I mean, and to be fair, I think he used it up quicker than that time because of physical strain. I think literally because he's actually taking damage, he's actually moving forward. He's not just using it as a defensive tool, he was using it offensively and defensively. Um, if he used it just as defense and, you know, people were like sneaking in and he was supposed to be a decoy and he only had to hold down his defense version of it, maybe it would last a little bit longer. It depends on how hard or heavy the blows are coming at him. But if, oh man, if these animations don't blow your mind every time with my hero, I don't know why else you're watching this show. Uh, every single freaking time they just go into these close-up or these detailed, looking like a rip the page off the manga moments. I don't know what else you could really want from the show already. You know, it's absolutely killing it right now, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and we definitely got to get down to the bottom of all this because as of right now, my hero story absolutely fire right now. I don't know, I forgot what the criticism was behind my hero, but that's the great thing about being a YouTuber, or not a YouTuber, but an anime YouTuber, is because none of that stuff phases me until I see something that I myself can tell you this kind of changes everything for me, you know? Until I can say that with my own opinion, you probably won't hear me changing anything I feel or want or need from something just from hearing it once. Maybe if it was a loud outcry from the public, cool, you know, like then I would look into it and make more sense why they all want it. But if it's just like 2 or 3 people that are just coming out of nowhere and like, oh, this is trash, whatever, bro. But take care, everybody. I hope you have an amazing one. I am going to get all these videos out to you instantly, so I apologize for the wait, and let's get into it. So with that, peace.